What up everyone, it's your man XMan87 here, bringing you another Marvel Legends news video, and what I have for you today is the reveal of the Marvel Legends The Marvels Totally Awesome Hulk Build-A-Figure series. Before we get into everything, if you could please leave a thumbs up like rating on the video, it'll help show your support for my channel and I greatly appreciate it. Now with that said, let's talk about it. Kicking it off with the main star of the Marvels movie, Captain Marvel, our first pinless Captain Marvel, I believe, so she'll have the better range at the elbows. I'm not a fan of this costume design, it looks way too plain for me and needs more color. The Brie Larson likeness seems a little bit better this time around. She'll come with a pair of fists and open hands along with those same damn twirling flames. They really need to give cosmic characters better energy effects. This figure's caca, just like Brie Larson's attitude. A new Miss Marvel that looks way better than the Disney Plus version because that was one of the worst figures last year. They gave her better elbows this time, and I actually don't mind this costume design even though she looks like she's an Eternal. I can already tell she's gonna articulate horribly with that skirt piece. Sometimes smiling expressions don't come off as good as they should, but this one looks pretty good and spot on from the actress, I feel. Once again, no proper energy effects. Only coming with a set of open hands and fists, but the coolest thing about this figure is the freaking Flurkin accessory. That's pretty sick how they sculpted the tendrils for the mouth. And it looks like the lower tendril helps balance the cat. But is this not Goose? I know Goose is an orange tabby, but this is in gray, so it's most likely a different colored Flurkin. I want that accessory more than the figure itself. Photon came out looking really nice, and I love the callback to her black and white costume. This is the better looking one out of the three Marvels. That Monica head sculpt is spot on, really feeling that likeness. Yeah, I just really like this costume, and the figure looks good, but another cosmic character without proper energy effects. This doesn't just go for movie figures, comic figures too, as they're always recycling the same damn shit over and over. Legends needs to step up their game in the accessory department. You see G.I. Joe using different accessories and rarely using the same ones over and over again. So no excuses here, the design team needs to come up with new stuff. Updated Commander Rogers, and it's an utter failure. The outdated Grim Reaper body mold again? Why not the Vulcan body mold? Why, Hasbro? Look at that head sculpt too, it's worse than the original. The original's head sculpt was really good for its time and still holds up as a great Steve Rogers head in my opinion. Seriously, the overall outdated figure is way better than this shit. I think only the boots and gloves are new. The only thing good about this I like is the translucent shield, but that's it. No accessories, no guns, no all hands to hold guns if you want to give them some. By no means this is updated. Well, actually it is. An updated embarrassment. From one embarrassment to the other, we get this terribly inaccurate Iron Man Heroes Reborn version. It's reborn into shit with this figure. Nothing about this is comic accurate at all. It's a completely different design. Hasbro at their laziest right here. He doesn't even have all those conduits running through his legs, arms, shoulder traps, obliques. None of that. Even the red armored areas are off. They couldn't even get the mask right either. The faceplate doesn't stick out like that. There is 0% comic accuracy here. The 90s Toy Biz Vintage one was perfect and even had the right proportions. Count that as another figure here in this wave that's been beaten by its older version. This one even worse, from a figure that's like, what, more than 25 years old? Then some people say I complain or I'm being too negative. Well, when shit isn't done right, I gotta point it out. Same people saying that I should realize complaints are valid when something isn't done right. If they go to a restaurant and the food they ordered didn't come out the right way, they would complain, or whatever it may be. You have every right to. You don't have to sit there and take it. Same here. You can't stay silent if you want things done right. You gotta speak up. Because if you stay silent, these companies won't do a damn thing. But when you speak up, that's when they'll take the right course of action to make the better products that we deserve. If something isn't done right, what do you expect me to say? Yay, Hasbro, great job not making it look like the character. This is exactly how we wanted it. I would make myself look like a fool here praising bad work. No one at their jobs gets praised for doing the work wrong. They get praised for doing it right. If you get the job done just to get the job done and not done the right way, then it's half-ass. You get what we get here, which is worse than half-assed. Not a single effort was put into matching the source material. You wouldn't believe the amount of moronic comments I get in my videos, and I actually get some fools in my comment sections that say,
"Oh, not everything has to be comic accurate or close to."
No, We're just collecting a line of action figures based off comic books, with the source material right there in everyone's eyes to see, including Hasbro's designers for them to get the work done. Look, if you want comic inaccuracies, then collect the movie figures. The stupidity in my comment section is on another level. Go read some if you want to give yourself a good headache. You probably won't find many since I had to block them out, and that instantly removes the comments, but yeah, I get comments like that. Your typical Iron Man accessories, nothing new at all. This is absolutely deplorable. Get this shit out of my face. Next figure is Marvel Boy. I love adding some new cosmic characters to the collection, but I would have preferred his protector persona because that needs an update. I don't mind this though, to actually have a Noah Var with my Kree. For a second I thought he was on the Amazing Fantasy body, and he's not. He's actually on the White Suit Spidey 2099 body. Both works either way for the character, just got the paint job to match his costume, new belt and new blasters. They could have given him more weapons since his gauntlets turn into weapons. A bladed gauntlet would have been nice. The head sculpt is okay. We know now that Protector will be another outdated update to be on this body, so we can be able to swap this head onto that one if they ever do plan on giving us another Protector. But that's pretty much all I have to say. Karnak, seriously, the only figure in this wave that I care for because we finally get some love for the Inhumans. As outdated as the Pizza Spidey body is, it does match the character's physique, but they should come up with a new slim ripped body with the pinless treatment for future releases. This would have been a good starting point here, but missed opportunity. With that said, he still looks pretty solid, just as you would want him to look. New gauntlets and hands, and I'm happy he has chopping hands. The head sculpt is superb. Definitely the best head sculpt out of the wave. Man, I'm thirsty for more Inhumans. Gorgon, Crystal, and Lockjaw are needed now more than ever to complete the royal family. Lastly is the softest Hulk there is. Amadeus Cho, totally awesome Hulk Build-A-Figure, which uses the Endgame Hulk upper body and arms with the new layered add-on for his left forearm. From waist down, he's completely new with pinless legs, although I think those feet are also reused from that Endgame Hulk. Not completely sure, but they look the same to me. He should have had the gold trimming outlining the purple on his shorts. At least paint the damn bath, Hasbro. The head sculpt is pretty cool though. This is a pretty decent figure, but I don't think it should have taken up a bath slot. But at the same time, I don't think this version of the Hulk would sell well on his own. Maybe I'm wrong, but not mad about this one. It's not bad. It's not great either. It's just good. But still a weak bath, especially since we had a few Hulk baths already. Anyways, this is nice to build on the Champions team. The wave will go up for pre-order Wednesday, June 7th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time and is slated for a summer 2023 release, retailing for $24.99 each. Alright, now for my final thoughts. I think this is a poorly constructed wave. The rotation is all over the place. You have movies, you have 90s, you have heroic age, you have classic, you have modern. It doesn't have a thematic identity, and this is their weak points in waves. So it's not a Marvel's movie wave when there's only 3 movie figures. There's more Avengers related characters here more than anything. So when nothing sticks to a theme, you get a car wreck of character selections. This and the new Spider-Man Modern Retro Wave are the worst waves of the year. They have a great Avengers program for their anniversary line, and they come out with caca like this that weakens that program. It just shows how inconsistent the Legends team is. They're not killing it this year apart from their Avengers anniversary line, with the exception of a very few X-Men, but that's it. Anyone who says Legends is killing it this year, they're not. Sorry, not sorry, but in order to be killing it, they have to be consistent, which they haven't been. You win by being consistent. Your favorite sports teams don't make it to the playoffs or win championships by being inconsistent. No, they win by being consistent, and consistency is key. This shit wave right here is not it, fam. The design team needs to wake up and start giving newer energy effects and newer accessories in general. They need to completely eradicate all the outdated molds to start with. All new molds replacing the old ones. That way they can stay consistent with the newer pinless molds that were introduced like Vulcan and Co. No reason for another Grim Reaper, Sunfire, or Pizza Spidey mold to be used again. It's done and over with. My only wish for San Diego Comic-Con this year is them announcing all new molds for 2024 and the older molds to never be seen again. Probably won't happen, but they need a refresher every 5 years so things don't get stale. And this wave is as stale as it gets. I only want Karnak for my Inhumans. And, alright, Cho I would like for my champions if I decide to wait for clearance to get the rest of the wave. I can always try to get someone to customize that Heroes Reborn Iron Man into a more comic-accurate version. I'll keep the old Commander Rogers on my shield display, and I don't do movies anymore, so I'll just sell those. If I don't get the wave, it's whatever, but Karnak is definitely a pickup for me. My on-reveal rating for this wave is a 2 out of 10. Worst wave reveal of the year by far. Actually, scratch that. Let's rework that rating. 1 out of 10. Now I kick it back to you. What do you think of this wave? Who are you copying? Who are you passing on? What do you think of the bath choice? Comment below. Let me know. We'll chat about it. That was my review. Please follow me on Instagram if you haven't already at xman87. Hit the notification bell so you always know when my latest videos are up. Share and subscribe if you're new. See you on the next video. Peace, peace.